So good evening, good afternoon. This is your host with the most, always represent KVFX. My name is Nicholas Conti, trader, coach, soon to be serial investor, and we got a great one for you. As you guys can see, I had to bring out the gloves today because I'm about to get y'all at work. So today's topic is going to be how to trade the commodity heating oil within the future space. So I got a great walkthrough for you guys. I'm gonna show you what I personally use to get an edge. If you guys have been following me or in our private group, you'll notice we've been catching a monster trade on heating oil, and I believe there's more to come. So we're gonna align, and we're gonna go ahead and give you guys the tools you'll need in order to take advantage or get an edge when trading heating oil. So, my go-to or dodge, we got the news you guys could use. Before we get started, shameless plug, y'all go grab y'all one of these trading journals, personalized trading journals brought to you from yours truly, King Visions FX. It's space for all things traders. You guys can get that at Traders Gear. I'll drop a link in the video. I think it's about 14, 15 bucks. But after we get 10 people with the journal, I will upload a video showing you guys exactly how I use it personally. Gratitude, grateful. So we appreciate all you guys. Gratitude. Everybody following us on this journey. Everybody's growing with us. We got payouts dropping, withdrawals dropping. People's learning. People are learning, understanding the futures market. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. We got a lot lined up for you guys. Let's take a deep dive. Find my screen. Find my screen. Okay. And so trading heating oil is actually became one of my favorite commodities to trade. Energy sector. Excuse me, I hear hopefully this is still recording and coming through. I see my mic, my levels look okay. Have some of my tools, some of the news you guys could use. Let me remove this and maybe that'll help with the audio. So here we have you guys can actually access this site for free. You'll be able to sign in and sign up. Quick registration, just ask for your emails. Let's start here though. We're gonna take a look at micro, macro, or no. Actually, we want to start here. So seasonal trends. If you guys aren't familiar with seasonality, this is perhaps the single greatest underpinning of commodity and commodity-based assets is the relationship between supply and demand. Although supply and demand dichotomy can be extremely complex, it boils down to this. When demand increases, price rises. When supply increases, price falls. NY Harbor ULSD heating oil future prices are you front of the futures market are no different. When consumption spikes, so does the price. Traditionally, the seasonality of heating oil runs contrary to that of other energies, such as UTI crude oil or RBOB gasoline. The reason for this is simple: increased demand. In fact, EIA estimated that homeowners in the Northeast burn between 850 gallons to 1,200 gallons of heating oil in a typical winter, while burning little to none the remainder of the year, giving uptick in demand. HO price cycles in the fall and winter before falling in, or they fall. The price cycle up in the fall and winter before falling in the spring and summer. Excuse me. So it rises in the winter and drops in the spring and summer. There is a little bit of a technicality or a caveat to that. And as you guys see, it's Independence Day. Hold on, let me turn back on the screen, man, because we did have some rain here locally, and now you can hear the big bangs, man. So happy Independence Day to everybody. That was one thing I did shoot another video speaking about actual Independence Day and us seeking and getting back our freedom, whether it's going to be time freedom, financial freedom, just living life on your own terms or on your own lease. And trading is a great opportunity to create that secondary income source or to jumpstart anything you guys are doing. So it's vital. Mindset is key so we can become better traders, execute better at our trades, as well as shape or dominate our reality and lifestyles. So back to the heating oil. Let's go back after that short commercial break. Man, they were shooting off the fireworks. We may try to get some going here ourselves in a few moments. But crude oil prices, heating oil is a crude oil derivative. Thus, when the price of crude oil rises, heating oil usually follows suit. USD strength, the relative strength of the USD impacts commodity-based products across the board. When the USD strengthens, both crude oil and heating oil price tends to retreat. So notes. Hope you guys got your pens and pads out right now. Couple of things we want to jot down is that heating oil typically rises in the winter and falls in the spring and summer, as well as it follows heating oil or crude oil prices. And if we see a spurt of USD strength, then typically that resolves over to heating oil as well. So this next site, micro, macro, giving you guys all the tools. We are not holding anything back. This is gonna be the best $7.99 you guys have spent. A lot of different tools you can place in your tool belt and allow you to make trades on heating oil, not only heating oil, but other commodities, Forex, currencies, indices as well. So we see typically the crude oil inventory drops. So that's back to our supply and demand. We have less demand or less stored in our inventories. What do you guys think price is going to do? Drum roll, please. Up, increase. Demand down, less inventories, less holding or reserves of crude oil or heating oil means the price should rise a bit. Now, the caveat I wanted to tell you guys about is from June to August, the first down leg demand of oil surges because people travel a lot in the summer. Refineries pick up pace to produce gas and distill crude inventories decrease. So the inventories or the reserves we have decreased as people start their summer traveling, which puts a little bit of a premium on oil. And as we just learned, you guys should have jotted this down. Oil up, heating oil generally follows. So that's going to be the little caveat. It does typically drop in the beginning of the spring and summer months, but then when we get about into June, July, pretty bullish time for heating oil. So that was one of the things that helped me outline and spot out the trade that I've been trading for the past couple of weeks. Been some pretty easy money on the table. I don't like to say easy, but it's a pretty simple opportunity to trade. And as we go into September to November, inventories build up. So there's going to be a surplus, and we should see the price of oil and also the heating oil decrease. Now, this isn't a typical environment. We do always want to keep account which type of market conditions we're trading in. We do know this is an election year, and the Federal Reserve is possibly looking to cut. Personally, I don't believe it's going to happen in September, but that is something that we want to note and kind of keep track of because it could affect these prices depending on how the macro environment or the Federal Reserve reacts to inflation and the slowdown of the economy. So if you guys want to talk on a deeper basis and learn a little bit more thing about macro, another shameless plug, you guys can jump into either our futures training or our Forex trading, whichever execution method suits your boat. And we can give you guys a little bit more deep dive and teach you a little bit about some of the leading and lagging indicators that we use to get a leg up on not only price, actually anticipating where price may go or giving us a high probability to catch these nice long trends, but also an edge or an advantage over the typical retail trader that makes money, gives it back, make money, give it back. So we're all about keeping you guys on the right side of trade. With that being said, End of the commercial break, let's jump in and see this other tool that we have for you guys. So this is going to be the seasonality, the patterns that we see historically. We can see down at the bottom, we have a 5-year average, a 10-year average, a 15-year average. And I started the video out with this. You guys can sign in, use this little insider information, and we click seasonalities. You see we have heating oil, and we just want to follow. And this is exactly why I took this trade. So it's pretty simple. Didn't have to do any technical analysis. I just seen it was really at the low. It took me about a 30-second read to see we were forming a low. There was a nice wick, and off to the races we went. So this was about a 11% gain on the heating oil, straight rise. And if you guys ever traded heated oil, you will know this thing moves and this thing gives you profit. So let's take a look at the trend and where I got in. Down here, these lows, straight run up. Each one of these daily candles was probably about futures market. I hate to give an exact projection, but depending on the contracts, you're gonna be looking at a couple grand each day. So this was a great trade. We did, was some poor execution here personally on my behalf and got caught in this move down. But overall, it's been a nice, easy trade. We passed some challenges. We got some withdrawals by simply just trading this one trade. The old saying, look for those one good trade, and you guys will be able to make your money. Keep it simple, or KISS method. Keep it insanely stupid simple. So, I want to present this to you guys. There's a lot of other things we could actually use from this site, but I wanted to highlight how to use this seasonality patterns. We may go a little bit more in depth with seasonality and give you guys a little bit more news you can use with seasonality. So it even tells you how to do it, create your additional your analysis. So when we're looking at price change of future markets for a longer period, it's noticeable that certain patterns are repeated at regular intervals. So this generally has a lot to do again with supply and demand factors, and as well as in life, there's always cycles. What do we have? Spring, winter, fall, summer. Those weren't in any particular order, but just like the cycle of life, seasons change, and that does affect the buying habits as well as the psychology of not only traders but also commercial players, big money institutions, the producers of these said commodities, and who else would it be? Pretty much it. Producers of these actual commodities, or we call them the dealers. That's the word I was looking for. The dealers, people who sell these, the most informed people in these marketplaces. We notice that they tend to, increase supply, decrease demand, actually decrease supply, increase demand, or these cycles that we see in life. So this guy says when looking at commodities or range bound market over a period of long time, the price fluctuates between the upper and lower limit. This and that's heavy right there. That's why I'm a big proponent of mean reversion trading. Look out for that actual course coming soon. What I would like to ask at this time is if you guys could hit that like button, hit the comments, let me know that you guys are gaining some value from this content. And if you're watching this on WAP, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys take a look at these seasonalities. It doesn't matter which pair, which asset, and you guys are happen to make some money using this. Do your boy solid, spread the word, place a review that really does help us with the algo, pushes us up in the marketplace, and it allows us to have more free time as that we're all searching for on this great Independence Day to be able to serve you guys. So a simple review doesn't cost you anything, free 99. You guys already purchased this walkthrough. I'll drop the ebook that I'm going to attach with this in the comments probably over the next few couple of days. Yet, you guys, that review will do us a lot of justice. So, as always, man, we appreciate you guys' support. Let me read this to take us on out of here. The results in a seasonal pattern that represents a predictable price change. They are repeated every day, every week, and every month, or even every year in comparable equal periods. This chart is that is my southern draw. Displays, we're gonna for some reason I can't say illustrate. There we go, illustrate. So hey, No harm, no foul. Live video. You guys excuse me for my thick southern drawl. Now, the seasonal cycles show certain trends in price development. Of course, they cannot be viewed alone. It's carefully analyzed with events. So that's why we're putting in the caveat about what cycle are we in. The potential of the cutting cycle coming out of a hiking cycle. So 2007 caused the wheat prices to explode. However, they offer a useful tool to predict future trends and price developments. But how can the origin of these cycles be explained? Other factors for seasonal price fluctuation. So I'm gonna drop this in there. You guys could, go through and study this for yourself. A lot of great information here from this trader and showing a little bit more information about giving you guys about seasonality and cycles. But again, my name is Nicholas Cunty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Got some news you can use. And, if you find it in your heart or you guys have the time to share this out, let's make some noise. You guys help me spread this out. I'm trying to give you guys from a seasoned, I don't say veteran or a master trader. I don't believe in that, but more of a seasoned, consistently, which have been, thankfully consistently profitable trader that's, wants to pour into you guys. Y'all do me the solid. Help me make some noise, man. Let's get some real content out there. One thing that I do see is there are a lot of fluff on the internet. There's a lot of Lambo dreams, selling everybody all these pipe dreams and the main thing is technicals, technicals, technicals. We spend all this time looking for the holy grail, looking for the next strategy when there is a simpler way. I try to avoid the term easy, but there is a simpler way to trade that a lot of times we don't even have to use charts. So again, I pulled out the gloves for you guys today. We did a little bit of surgery. I hope you guys like the content. We'll see you guys on the next one, man. Y'all stay tuned in a WAP. That's gonna be the best place to get a hold of us. You also see our emails if you guys got any questions, or click the WAP link to join our community chat. It is free for the public chat, and we're gonna see you guys on the other side of trade. Peace. They not like us. They not like us. They not